And how did you end up getting into Father Ted?
Well, I was in London at the time, and I was doing a gig in the Bloomsbury Theatre. I think it was some kind of an Irish night, because I remember Dylan Moran and also Ardal O'Hanlon were also on the bill. I can't remember who else was on. But I remember afterwards these two guys came up to me and said they'd written a show about these three priests on an island off the west coast of Ireland, and they thought they might have a part for me. And I kind of didn't think much of it, because I just thought, could be crap, could be good, or I might never hear of it again, I don't know. So I just said, yeah, that's grand. So I think about 6 months later I got a call, and it was kind of an audition, but it wasn't really. I think they kind of already had me in mind, because they'd seen my stand-up act. Because when in my stand-up act in those days, I was very sort of laid back. I used to just do a one-liner and then pause and just stare at the audience. And so I think they kind of saw that I might be fairly suitable for Father Stone. So
the deadpan style.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so they kind of had me in mind, I think, because I think they wrote a lot of the parts was for kind of comedians they liked, I think, and had seen, like Graham Norton and a few others as well, Tommy Tiernan probably as well. So they kind of, and Joe Rooney and Pat McDonnell, we all came from the same sort of a stand-up stable rather than an acting background, because I don't really see myself as an actor. It was just that part kind of suited me. I can act within a certain framework.
Do you feel that Father Ted, the likes of Joe Rooney and guys that you've mentioned, like that were gigging beforehand, do you really think that really helped you and other guys excel in their careers?
Well, I think it kind of we were able to kind of do, because they didn't write the part for actors really. Well, our parts anyway. I mean, the other parts were obviously, but they kind of wrote our parts because they saw our stand-up act. So we didn't really have to act. We kind of, in a way, were doing our stand-up kind of persona really. So it was, I think that made it a lot easier, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
You feel more relaxed in it, And also, I felt quite relaxed because I also knew Dermot, and I knew Ardal as well from the stand-up circuit. So it was quite. And I'd also known Jeffrey Perkins, the producer, because he produced